It's America's stupidest podcast. Think NPR for dummies. This is the McGonigal Podcast. Over to you, dummy.
Meet the press for stupid people. We're back. We're back for another stupid episode. I apologize ahead of time for what you're going to see. I know it's going to be bad. But we have a great lineup of guests here tonight. Two great comedians. On my right, making his return, Dave Primiano is here.
Hello, everyone.
And on my left, we're lucky to have him the first time he's here. You've seen him on the sitcom Satire. He's a great comic. Charles Blyzniuk. Blizz is here. Come on.
Thank you for having me, Ed.
All right.
If I may have watched this before, and I really like this podcast. I really like everything about it.
You're the one. You're the
yes.
guy. Good.
Yes,
we found one person who's actually watching besides me. That's awesome.
Well, I feel underprepared now, even though I've been on it twice.
That's awesome. I didn't realize you watched that. And you still you watched and you still showed up. That's unbelievable.
Definitely.
Okay. I thought about turning my car around a couple times coming over. That's awesome. I appreciate that. Well, we're getting close to the spring, summer. We're gonna keep. I promise to keep being stupid. Doesn't matter what the weather is. We're gonna keep being stupid. I guess we'll start off this week. We got an American Pope now, a new Pope. He's an American Pope. Never thought I'd see an American Pope. What was your reaction? Any reaction to having an American Pope?
I'm a Jew, so now it's a civil war for me. Right now, I'm fighting in my own backyard.
It's closer. One step closer.
That's right.
The people didn't believe he was an American Pope. Then he went to the supermarket wearing pajama bottoms, and they said, "Oh yeah, he's definitely American. There's no question. He's American for sure." Do you have any reaction to that, Charles? American Pope? I mean, I never thought I'd see it.
I was actually, I wasn't expecting it. I mean, truthfully, it seems like they didn't talk about the American guy as much. There was like a whole slew of African guys that they were like.
They never mentioned American Popes because it was supposed to be impossible my whole life. But everybody said you'll never see an American Pope. You'll never see an American. But somehow this guy's. But he had to go to Peru for 20 years first.
Yeah,
so like they get to wipe the American off his skin.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody thought, well, he's not really an American.
If he stayed in Chicago for the 20 years, we probably wouldn't have an American Pope.
Probably wouldn't have an American Pope. He'd probably one of the 600 in body bags every year.
For real.
That's probably why he left Chicago. He was exhausted from giving last rites out. He said, I can't do this. I got to get out of here. This is killing me. I can't be given. And they said he's a White Sox fan. So he suffered more than Job has in the Bible. He's a White Sox fan. Well, you know suffering if you're a White Sox. His prayers obviously don't work. So how good he's going to be doing praying for anybody else if he's praying for the White Sox.
Discouraging. It's like him and Barack Obama who are White Sox fans. I think that's
got to be one of your miracles to get into sainthood. I feel like I got to check his papers.
They showed a video of him attending the World Series game in 2005 when the White Sox won. So maybe that is already down. He helped the White Sox win a World Series 20 years ago. So they can check one miracle off already.
All right.
Absolutely check one miracle. But an American, but I don't think he likes the fact that he's an American. Seems like he's trying to diss.
I agree.
Keeps speaking in Spanish and Latin, like he's not even speaking English. He's trying, like he's Alec Baldwin's wife. He's trying to pretend he's not from America. He's just speaking another language. So, which I guess I can't blame him. You come from America, you see what's going on. Maybe.
Alec Baldwin's wife, another person lucky not to get shot.
There you go. We are doing the top 10 list of people lucky not to get shot tonight. Absolutely.
There's still time. I don't know if you've seen the reality show.
Yeah, that's true. With his temper, there's always time. You're never out of the danger zone with Alec's temper. I don't think. I think there's always time.
Yeah, there's no prop masters that they keep on staff. it's only the real stuff in the house.
And you think if Al Baldwin was going to shoot somebody, he would have shot his brother Steven before he made all his bad movies. I mean, if he was going to shoot somebody.
I mean, that's three other bodies. None of them have put out a good movie. Oh, wait. One of them got Unusual Suspect.
Well, he was an Unusual Suspect. That's true. But he's put out a bunch of other. And also, Al Baldwin did like 8 years on 30 Rock, and he didn't shoot Tina Fey. He thought he would shoot somebody.
True, yeah.
So it's hard to believe he shot somebody else. But yeah, we have an American Pope. I don't know what's going to happen. I guess whether or not the America's going to improve by his prayers, probably not. I guess. But
change holy water to Pepsi.
I mean, he said my favorite was he said he wants to be a pope. He wants to be for peace. Chicago has what 600 murders every year, so he's already way behind.
Yeah,
he's way behind. So I don't know how well that's going to do for him. I can't imagine.
I wish he would like lean into the American stuff, like he just like more American, where he's like I'll box, like he's like a Jake Paul figure, where he's like I'll box these guys on TV, like whoever the like lead imam is in Iran, I'll box him on I'll box him on Twitch.
That's probably gonna not exactly Jake Paul, but we're gonna get something like that in our lifetimes. I feel like we're
would
gonna
hope
get
so.
an influencer pope.
We have an influencer. Oh, absolutely an influencer. He's got to start a podcast. He's an American. He's got to start a podcast.
Podcast, BBL.
Live streaming some of his meetings with the people. He's got to do something. I mean, he's an American, bro. And being American, he's going to be wearing flip-flops to church. I can almost guarantee it. It's coming. It's got to be coming. Unless he fully got the American out of him in Peru. Maybe he did. You never know. But he could have fully got it out there. So another thing I saw last night, I don't know if you guys saw it, as it happened late last night. The Brooklyn Bridge got hit by a ship.
I saw that.
I saw a
from
video.
the
Yeah.
Mexican Navy. Now, here's the thing: has any sentence ever started with Mexican Navy and not gone bad, and not gone sideways? As soon as you hear Mexican Navy,
I mean, if one of their boats could cross a river in the
but what is the Mexican Navy even doing in the East River? How do they get? What are they doing there? Who brought them there? The Mexican Navy?
Yeah, truly. It also looked like the boat looked like it was from like Pirates of the Caribbean. It was like an old ship.
Well, yeah, I don't
think
know
they're
that
like the most tech forward.
They do that modernization in the Mexican military. You don't know that they're updating their weapons and their vehicles that often. You know what I mean? I think that might be the same ship that Pancho Villa sailed in at some point. So I'm pretty sure they don't update that often. Their ships are like our planes at Newark Airport. Just doing bad. But I mean, has there ever been a story for something good with the Mexican Navy? Like, the Mexican Navy saved the day.
This is how I found out they had one.
Yeah, exactly. Who even knew they had one?
They couldn't even defend that body of water to keep its name Gulf of Mexico.
Exactly.
That's what the Mexican Navy should exist for, and they failed.
I thought after the Alamo, everything got retired with Mexico. The whole military folded. I didn't think they still had one. I mean, the Mexican Navy.
Oh, man,
I think the Pirates of the Caribbean would actually put up a better fight against somebody in a war than the Mexican Navy would. If China was invading, I think.
I think you're right.
Johnny Depp is versatile. I'd buy him as Mexican.
That's true. Johnny Depp would put up a good fight.
And then halfway through, his girlfriend was shit in the bed.
Yeah, right.
Would throw him off,
I think that's a normal thing in the Mexican Navy. Though.
Hey, you know what? Shitting in the bed might be part of your peace treaty in the Mexican Navy. I'm almost positive.
It's part of the physical exam.
I think I did read that. I did. That was part of Montezuma's other revenge. Montezuma's other revenge.
Yeah, look at this thing.
It's the Brooklyn Bridge. But the bridge, that just tells you how great the Mexican ship is. The Brooklyn Bridge didn't have a scratch on it, nothing. They reopened it to traffic like 2 hours. 2 hours later, they reopened it to traffic. That's how much of a non-factor it was for the bridge. The ship's down, guys were hanging off the mast and nothing. The ship, the bridge, nothing. Didn't get a disturbance. No one even noticed.
Amazing. Yeah. They don't build it like they used to.
It wasn't an Asian ship.
Lucky it wasn't. The whole thing would have been down. Good Lord. I heard that the Mexican Navy, that sounded like something out of a sitcom or some Mel Brooks movie. The Mexican Navy's coming in, That's just ridiculous.
I can't believe it was actually the Mexican.
The Mexican Navy crashed into a bridge. I mean, that's something out of it. You think comedian would get canceled for doing a joke like that. The Mexican Navy,
truly.
You're canceled.
Yeah.
I'll probably get canceled as I've said though, I can never get canceled because I've never been activated. So I can never get canceled. Nobody knows who I am. I can say anything. It wouldn't matter. Nobody has any idea what McGonigal is. And this podcast is going to keep it that way. Nobody's going to know who Ed McGonigal is. It was my last breath. Nobody's going to know who Ed McGonigal is. I promise you. Which the shape I'm in, it could any minute could be my last breath. Actually, could be
positive outlook.
Yeah, well,
yes.
On the McGonigal podcast, that's the last place you're going to find a positive outcome. I might test positive for other things, but not an outlook. Not an outlook. So here's something I wanted to talk about. This woman went viral. She posted a story about how she went to get a massage, But the place she went to, it wasn't a legitimate massage place. It was a massage place, and she didn't know it until she got in there. So she posted this story, and it went viral with a bunch of other women all tossing those stories and how it happened to them too. They thought they were going to a legitimate spa, but it was actually a massage parlor. Yeah. But all these women saying it happened to them, that they had no idea the place they went to. And one woman said, I thought everything was fine. Then I'm laying there, and the woman giving me a massage starts kissing my back. Starts kissing my back. That might be a red flag.
Wait, so does this have a lot of views for sympathy or for jerking it?
Yeah, I was gonna say I might have to DM or ask her about the address.
It might be 60-40 for jerking, I think. But it's could you imagine a woman going, and have you ever heard of that? Have you ever heard of a woman would actually accidentally go to a massage parlor?
That's what happens when you go based on Deshaun Watson's Yelp review.
Well, here's the thing. Like in my neighborhood, massage parlors, not legitimate places, are everywhere.
Yeah.
So I guess I could see somebody seeing a sign saying massage. Oh, I need a massage. I guess somebody, if you're that naive in life, I guess you could you'd have to be pretty naive though.
I mean, yeah, it's like, let me go to the place with all the windows covered by paper and posters.
Somebody was commenting, if you can't see in, that's bad. That's a bad sign. If you're not they don't let you see in, that's a bad sign.
There should probably be a code word though.
But
it's a leap of logic sometimes.
Usually, right? If you know the neighborhood it's in, and they have like Chinese letterings, no, here's a good sign: open till 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
open till 11 o'clock at night. No legitimate spa is open till 11 o'clock at night. That's a bad signal to weirdos like me to come on in. Come on in. We're open till 11. Oh, I open till 11. 8 in the morning to 11 at night. Yeah, that's why I just haven't found my secret decoder ring. I'm coming in. But I mean, I would love to talk to a woman who did that by mistake. That's got to be hilarious. And how she found it. One woman said she went in, they were telling her men only, and she couldn't understand why they were telling her men only. She was offended when it was men only.
Got to try to book one of them for the next show.
Oh, I mean that.
What are you wasting your time with me for?
I would love to interview an Asian girl who works in one of those places just to see, just to see what it's just to see some of her experiences. That would be hilarious.
Have like the gangland like shadow and like the decoder voice. I mean, I guess you might not need the decoder voice. You might need subtitles.
You probably need an interpreter.
Need a translator, yeah.
That's what you would need. You wouldn't need decoder. I'm positive of that. You wouldn't. But that's hilarious. Women accidentally went to. How naive can you be? That's where you went to accidentally. To a massage.
I'm gonna go home and read these stories. And how naive.
Did she go through with it?
Yeah, I think she did. She said it was weird. But the one woman I said,
but not bad.
The massage lady was kissing her back. I guess she must have thought she was a lesbian or something. That is hilarious.
Yeah, kissing
is. And I'm trying to get the address of the place where they kiss your back.
Exactly.
It wasn't on there.
It's terrible.
I know. What kind of post is this? You can't even post all the information. It's just terrible. So I've been reading a lot of places that these conservative people are protesting a lot of public schools. Because they're saying there's material in the library that's gay porn. You've probably heard about it. We don't want this gay porn in our school libraries. And I'm thinking, if I was a kid that were gay porn, it would have at least livened things up. You know what I mean? Because I paid no attention. I hated school. Not that I'm gay, but it would at least make things interesting. If there was, I might have paid it. I may not have napped in the back of the room all day. There was gay porn.
Only find it through the GUI decimal system.
That's a great line. That's why we invite Dave back all the time. Those kind of lines.
Because I know a good gay pun when I.
There you go.
Also, there's like computers in the library. It's like I think you need to worry about those. I can access the gay porn very quickly.
But it's the funniest thing. Well, we got to get that gay porn. I mean, the school was so boring. I don't know how you guys felt. I hated every minute I was in school. That would have something like that would have caused a stir. Would have got conversation going.
True. It would have got me in the library. Come check this out.
Some interesting thing. I mean, I don't think I paid attention one second in school. And look at the successful life I've had after not paying attention in school. Really good advice for all you kids out there.
Have like a Fight Club style like projection show where they There's a dick. All right, back to World War II. Anyway, so like, okay, I'm awake now.
But the kid, I don't know. People complaining about. But it's not the kids who are complaining, but the kids are probably having a ball. Planting gay porn in their friends' book bags and everything.
Yeah.
They're probably having a
fun.
great time.
And now when all kids are gay anyway, a little bit.
There you get that.
Yeah.
It's cool to
It's
be
true.
gay or
We
trans.
were never that flexible. It was you were gay or straight back. Now kids could just I'm gay today.
True.
But
Now you got
I'll be back to normal.
Now you got to plant straight porn in kids' backpacks to make fun of them.
Yeah, hey, that weirdo's looking at a girl. What a weirdo. Yeah, but I thought, well, only parents would do that. The kids themselves would never be complaining because something like that would definitely get things going on the schoolyard. If you gay porn in the library, that would liven things up for sure.
What are their examples? It's probably books that were in our curriculum that we didn't.
It probably is. It's probably a wired overreaction, right? Probably. I don't know specifically the books because you just see these uptight housewives going, they have gay porn in the library. They don't specifically tell you what book it is.
Probably like Huck Finn or something. There's two men on a raft. Have a man and a woman on the raft. The woman calling the man the N-word. That's fine, but not two men on a raft.
I think that guy is hot for Moby Dick. I think he's hot for that whale.
Yeah. Why can't it be Moby Vagina?
Yeah, God only knows, but that's so funny. They're trying to get gay porn out of there. Only the upset bored mothers with nothing to do trying to get gay porn out of their libraries. I was reading where Walt Disney is opening a theme park in Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi. It's going to be the same as the other Disneys, but in this one, Mickey Mouse has 7 wives. That's the only difference. But I mean, Abu Dhabi. I mean, can you imagine what could a theme park be like in Abu Dhabi? They got to change so many things over there. I mean, Minnie Mouse has to have a burqa on.
The parking lot's probably pretty nice though. None of the women can drive in.
Oh yeah, buddy, no shit. And Scrooge McDuck's in trouble because they're going to suspect with that money that he might be Jewish.
Yeah.
They're going to be suspecting him right away. They're not going to trust him for a minute. So I don't know. I can't imagine a Disney theme park in Abu Dhabi. I mean,
too hot to hide any cryogenically frozen heads there. It's just a bad plan altogether.
And at Disney World in Florida, they actually every year they have like a gay day, a pride day. They ain't having that in Abu Dhabi.
Unless they have a beheading ride.
It's going to be
They'll have a parade you can throw rocks at.
It's going to be a short parade, and don't get caught in it if they have a gay pride parade in Abu Dhabi. I wouldn't recommend it. But that's Disney in Abu Dhabi. It's got to be a lot different, a lot different. And the reason Bambi's mom gets shot is because she was out without a burqa. That's
she was unaccompanied.
Yeah,
she tried to get a driver's license, and he shot Bambi's mom. Oh, Disney. See, they're talking about reopening Alcatraz. Alcatraz, yeah. But I was thinking Alcatraz is close to San Francisco. And you read about San Francisco? No, I think San Francisco would actually be scarier than Alcatraz these days.
I think you're right, yeah.
I think if you were in San Francisco and you heard that Alcatraz would reopen, and you'd probably want to go there. You'd like your odds better.
I can swim for it. Yeah.
You'd like your odds better.
But
I mean, should they reopen Alcatraz for the criminals? I mean, are criminals that bad that regular prisons don't scare them anymore? We got to send them to Alcatraz? Have they gotten that hardcore?
I don't know. Is island shower rape worse than regular
Actually,
shower?
It sounds kind of nice. If I'm
Yeah,
perfectly honest.
At least
Try
you're on an
my new
island,
tequila.
right?
Island shower rape.
I mean, yeah, at least some of these guys are getting on an island for the first time in their lives. But they're never going to get on an island.
That's right.
True, yeah.
Destination incarceration.
Yeah, tropical prison. Actually kind of sounds not so bad.
True.
Somewhat tropical.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, it's amazing that we have so many prisons. But you tell me they're not working, they're not scaring at the regular prisons. Like Graterford doesn't scare anybody. They got to send you to Alcatraz.
I know. Yeah, they all have like phones in jail now. Like everyone has like a phone.
Actually, I did a show. I don't need to say what kind of audience it was, but one guy had his phone out, and there was just a dude from prison live streaming, watching me on the show.
Wow.
Yeah, no need to discuss what demographics the show was. But
we can all imagine.
Yeah.
But here's the thing:
it was unique.
You might not want him to like your set because then he might be whacking off to your set in prison.
First of
you
all,
might want him to hate you.
That's my That's my comedic milestone.
There you
You're
go.
like Johnny Cash.
Someone liked my set so much, they just whipped it out and beat off in the show. That's my story. Anytime, how's comedy going? You won't believe it.
It'd be funny if you could see on the thing like the guards come in, confiscate his phone, and beat the shit out of him during your
You got pictures of Dave Primiano all over the cell.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Instead of that, like in the Shawshank Redemption, when they Rita Hayworth up, they had the Dave Primiano poster.
Man. You guys are just setting so many milestones that I'm never going to
Setting
forget.
the guys' goals.
Those guys who escaped from prison in Mississippi or whatever, they actually covered up the hole with the Dave Primiano poster.
I'm sorry, that's a better credit than tires. So,
Well, Ryan Foster was on here a couple of months ago, and he was talking about he did a show in a prison. And he was saying how crazy it was. I tried that.
I would only do a show in a prison if Ryan Foster were also
Oh
on the
yeah,
line.
you definitely want him there to clock somebody.
Nobody's trying to get this if I'm standing next to Ryan.
That's true. Yeah, nobody wants me. I'll be last. I'll be last in the train. When they form a human centipede, they're putting Ryan first. I think, unfortunately. I'm putting him first. I hate him, but yeah, you're right. He's definitely the guy you want. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Handsome isn't a word that comes up in comedy a lot. That's why Ryan stands out. You know, it doesn't come up that often. So he kind of stands out for the guy. But yeah, Alcatraz. I thought with the Clint Eastwood movie, nobody would ever want to go back to Alcatraz, but I guess so. I guess so. What the hell? So I read. Go ahead.
We're more The Rock as our Alcatraz.
Oh, Rock, I forgot about The Rock. Yeah, The Rock was a good movie.
It
was a good movie. I forgot about that movie. I was thinking of Eastwood, but that was a really good movie. Sean Connery. Gentlemen, welcome to The Rock.
Yeah. I guess we're gonna have to make a new Alcatraz movie.
It's true,
so that we can keep the criminals away.
Yes,
we can also probably build another one.
Maybe,
I think there's an island, a very popular island that's not really being used right now. That used to belong to a Jeffrey Epstein.
How funny would that be if they made that a prison? That would be there's your reality show, Jeffrey. Lolita Island gets turned into a prison. That would be a riot.
And all the actors are familiar with this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, true. That's a good point. Yeah.
Like, do you need to know where your bed is? No. I know where it's
Hollywood guys. I
quite a few times.
So I was reading an article this week where they were saying that young bro culture and comedians are bringing back the R word. And the R word is retarded. And I don't know. I'm so old. I never knew it went away. Did it go away? Did the R word go? I had no idea. I call John Cancel retarded at least 3 times a week. So I don't know if it went away.
I've been a little more bold with it. But it never went away in my vocabulary.
I bringing back the R word, and I was thinking, well, why did it go away? Who made that mandate? I didn't hear this.
I know. I know. I think it's in the. I think in the open mics and bars that we're familiar with.
Oh, please!
I think it feels pretty common.
The R word is coming. And that's not the only word they brought back in some of these. There's a few of them they brought back, some of these young comics. There's a few words they brought back. But when you watch the politicians, how can you not say retarded? How can you not say the word retarded? How can that not jump out of your mouth? It has to.
It's a retarded world. We're all just...
And is it really that offensive? Because you know the way people use it. They just mean stupid. They don't mean, they're not actually making fun of... handicapped people that do.
What were you about to say?
I couldn't get the. I was looking for the correct word because I'm so old. We didn't have political correctness when I was younger. You just you could say mongoloid back in my day and you wouldn't get in trouble. That guy across the street, he is a mongoloid.
Yeah, mongoloid's way worse than retarded.
Oh, listen, we all kind of words. Spaz.
Yeah.
That wasn't
for like retarded. That's for your arms are retarded, right? But not your brain.
I'm not sure. I honestly don't know. We just used to say it when we were mad at somebody.
Somebody loses their cool.
Yeah, somebody made a bad play and stick ball. Oh, you're fucking retarded.
Spaz is offensive because of spastics, right? Which is the sclerosis-y people or whatever.
Every girl I went to grade school called me retarded. I don't think they totally meant it, but some of them did. I guess. But I don't think. But the retarded is.
Yeah, I think that lets you use it for life by middle school girls calling you it in middle school.
Oh, please!
It gives you the pass.
You should have gotten a laminated card or something.
Oh, I should have it on my social security card. I had retarded McGonigal. That would be awesome. When I get my ID, I have it on there. Retarded McGonigal.
Yeah, now's the time.
I had to wait 4 years to be retarded. 'Cause I just,
Yeah, I don't know why it ever went away or why it was that bad. I don't know what you're using it for. People watching the McGonigal podcast, I guarantee they're flipping through YouTube going, this is ridiculous. People don't scroll through YouTube. They don't care. I ain't going to tell you. God knows what words they use when they see this. I can't even imagine what words they use. But so I mean, the idea that the only word making a comeback.
Yeah, it feels like.
Well, let's get it started was the song of the summer and the actual version of it.
Let's get me caught. That's right. That was the album version, right? Then you started because those radio people listen, they can't. God forbid it's amazing. We used to have that kind of censorship on radio and TV. Everybody watches podcasts and YouTube. Anything goes. It's the Wild West. So that whole censorship, it just shows it was no good. It did nobody any good. It was unnecessary. When I grew up, TV and radio in the 70s. It was ridiculous. You couldn't say anything.
I know. I remember it being big news that Dennis Franz said dickhead for the
Oh
first
my
time.
God, are you kidding? I remember, I forget what TV show it was back in the mid-80s, but they used the word douche. And it was just gigantic. My God, they said douche on primetime television. We were looking at them because it's a douche.
Did they use it as an insult or the actual product?
I think it was an insult.
Okay, that's pushing it.
Which is another nickname I had in grade school. Girls. I had all their nicknames, all those fond nicknames in grade school, but I don't know.
At least they noticed.
No, almost never. Almost and still not, and still pretty much not. But so I want to talk about this. Facebook, Instagram, they get this policy, no nipple policy. You can't show nipple. You can show like naked ass on there, but there's a no nipple policy. But now, women found a workaround where they show women, if you show a woman breastfeeding, she's allowed to show. So now there's all these young, attractive women popping their boobs out and breastfeeding as a way of showing naked boobs on Facebook. And I don't even know if these women are actually the baby's mother. I'm not even sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, they look, they're young, they have these great breasts, and popping. Maybe they are.
It could just be a dummy.
I know, it looks like a real baby, but you just wonder. But you just wonder. But I mean, it's always these young, attractive women. They're just also a way to get young women's toppers on Facebook and Instagram because breastfeeding, which I don't know if I'm in favor of, because when I'm looking at boobs, I don't want to see a baby. I'm not a fan of seeing a baby sitting there. I feel that kind of takes the sting out of the whole thing, you know what I mean?
It's a deal breaker.
Yeah, it's a little love. There's a baby too. Jesus.
Yeah. Clearly.
I mean, I think Casey Anthony proved that. Get rid of the baby. You're everyone's object of desire.
There you go. And Susan Smith went first. Susan Smith was a pioneer in getting rid of the kids first.
Is she like another?
Susan Smith,
I'm not familiar with her.
30 years ago. She drove her. She had two kids.
Yes.
She drove her kids into the lake and had left the car in there for them to drown because she wanted to have a relationship with the new guy. And then she just started this path. My kids are missing.
Oh.
And I think they actually were going to arrest a couple of black guys who had nothing. A local black guy who had the usual suspect in that police station.
Yeah.
It turns out she did it herself, but she was a black. No, so she had this curly hair.
I don't know who
Big round glasses, Susan Smith. Look her up. You'll see, but it was crazy. But I'm telling you, they almost lynched a couple of black guys. They had nothing to do with it. She did it herself. But I mean, just the idea that that's the only way you can show. Why don't they just show the topless girl? Why do they?
Yeah.
What's the stick up Zuckerberg's ass that he has to have a no nipple rule? Did you see him?
Yeah, he probably wants to see it too.
Is it like OnlyFans stepping in and saying like, no, that we own the nipple?
I don't know, but for whatever reason, maybe Zuckerberg thinks there's going to be censorship or the government's going to come after him. Maybe he might think that. I don't know, but. Did you see Zuckerberg at the Trump's inauguration? Or which one ever said that? There's Susan Smith.
Oh, okay.
She used to have these big ugly glasses.
I'm actually. I can dig it a little.
It was Carolina, South Carolina, but Zuckerberg at the inauguration was looking at Bezos' wife's top.
Yeah.
She can't go anywhere without Cleveland. She would go to midnight mass in the Vatican.
Yeah, I think she had him out for space. She went to space.
Yeah, and she had him out of Bezos.
Okay, her and Katy Perry. Is this? I'm seeing a prerequisite here for space travel. It used to be a science degree.
Well, now it's nice tits.
And I'm okay with it.
Bezos, as rich as he is, he might actually go broke if she keeps spending money on that plastic surgery because she must be there 3 days a week in plastic surgery. I mean, even Bezos must be trying to stop the bank account and cut off her expense account because it's brutal. But I don't know. I mean, just put boobs up. I mean, boobs and babies aren't a good mix. They really aren't a good mix. Yeah,
Eventually, one guy's going to be like.
Theme of about 9 to 10 different countries. I think I'm not right. So this whole thing with Ozempic is people love Ozempic. I was thinking, wouldn't it be great if we found out that Ozempic was just cocaine? They just put a different name on it. The pharmaceutical company didn't tell anybody. You're just getting cocaine. That's why we're losing weight. It's just cocaine. That would be awesome. And it would also be the most ethical thing the pharmaceutical companies ever did.
Yeah, just prescribe people a
It would
good
be
time.
awesome if we found out it was coke or smack, and that's why you're losing weight. It wasn't this new thing they came up with. That would be so great. I actually tipped my hat to Johnson & Johnson for one time at the accident. Pfizer actually didn't get my admiration if it was actually coke instead of like for the longest time. I thought that what's the stuff that everybody loves? Cocaine. What's it? Pumpkin spice. I thought pumpkin spice was coke for a while. People were lining up for it. That's got to be cocaine. Who's lining? Even Chick-fil-A. I thought Chick-fil-A was selling coke. He's lines through Chick-fil-A. They got to be who was waiting in line for chicken? You know, there's not a shortage. There's plenty of chicken around. You can get chicken. You don't really have to wait in line for it.
I think it's the homophobia people go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know what? There's also not a shortage of that. There's plenty of homophobia around there. There's no shortage of chicken or homophobia. So I don't know what the attraction is with Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, that's true.
Stay away from libraries. Come to Chick-fil-A.
There you go.
It's reading material in our bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, I'm skeptical. I think people are dropping dead soon. I mean, at some point, they can't be getting these shots into your body.
But boy, they'll look their hottest right before they do.
Open casket, everybody.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
That's what fucking.
I guess
Medicine's just prolonging this shit.
I guess we would be being tried. Yeah, I mean, there are some people. I mean, it is amazing. I had some aunts who live miserable. I don't want that. I get 70 or 75. I get up dead. I mean, I don't want.
Right.
I get aunts in their 90s, and it was just what the fuck. Point it
About
is.
everything.
It's just awful. Sitting there with a diaper on. It was just what the fuck.
If you reach that age, a doctor should just prescribe you actual cocaine. And just be like, just do it. Yeah, just do it until.
Cocaine. Why not? Who cares at that point?
Yeah, do it until you go. Here's a gun, maybe.
The life expectancy average, I think. Go fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I said, Dad, I do a shot every time you look at your watch. Well, be getting drunk, buddy.
I'll look at mine too. That's 2 shots.
Do you remember when you were on Opie and Anthony? Yeah, years ago, a long time ago.
Yeah, we were just. Yeah. You were just talking about that.
Yeah, no, I was on a different radio show, but I did end up on Opie and Anthony.
Kid Chris is what I knew him from.
Yeah, it was a local.
I didn't have that fancy radio.
It was a local show. But then, if you remember, they put it on WSP. And then I ended up on there a couple times.
I was a waiter back then, so I didn't do mornings.
Last time I was on Jim bag of nothing. So they didn't have me back. 3 foot bag of nothing. But it didn't go well. They didn't think they want to bring me back.
Oh, you're killing this guy right now.
I know. He's
name too. Dallas
Sucks. That now is down in Philadelphia. His name is Dallas Sucks. So I was talking about this last week or 2 episodes ago. The measles are back, and the people are having the measles. I was thinking, stop it. Why don't we just put the vaccine in all the tattoos? There's so many people with tattoos that we would get on top of. Everybody's got a tattoo. Unless you're a old man like me.
This sounds like Jewish propaganda on your part
Yeah,
now,
you
because
know-
they are famously against tattoos.
I didn't mention space lasers. But, obviously, we're not talking
They put it in
about-
Ozempic.
Yeah.
Trick people, everyone
There you
taking
go.
Ozempic.
Who's
Use the
getting
vaccine.
rich off those episodes? Come on.
Everything
Dave?
comes up Jews. Am I getting it? You saw the fucking car. I
Finally
pulled
got
up
to
in.
a topic
I am not seeing that.
I know
fucking,
quite a few things about.
I have not seen that measles money. You can tell by my car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what do you do?
This is a great podcast. We got an Irish guy who doesn't drink and a Jewish guy who doesn't have money. This is a terrible podcast.
Yeah.
Lord. That might be how do you stop this when people won't get the measles vaccine? I mean,
I think it'll stop itself.
well, but it'll take out a lot of other people too. A lot of collateral damage is going out with it.
Yeah, people are like skeptical of vaccines now ever since.
Explain
Like,
to me how you had some questions about the COVID vaccine, which I think okay, that might be legit. We didn't rush. They probably did rush it. How does that mean the measles vaccine and the polio, which were 60 years ago? How does that?
working on it for a while.
They went through trials anyway, and it was years before the polio vaccine got out of the market. The Jonas Salk get laughed at him. So it's been proven to work. It's not like this new vaccine. Why did people jump from the COVID vaccine to the measles and polio? They had nothing to do with each other. And now people will get those vaccines. People with wheelchairs and polio and measles, and then we're going to have to bring back the word retarded to talk about the people who won't get the goddamn vaccines.
Yeah,
For the measles.
but I think if they're holding a baby when they're in the wheelchair on social media.
And they all allowed to breastfeed.
Yes, right.
If you don't get the vaccine, you're allowed to breastfeed. It all goes in together. I don't know. We got to find some way. If it isn't the tattoo needles, we got to find something. Maybe
Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
shit like earbuds. You can put the
Oh,
needle
yeah.
in the earbuds or something.
Uh-huh.
We'll put them in the cameras for podcasts because everybody's got podcasts.
Yeah.
Measles vaccine. This is absurd. People get the measles vaccine. I don't know. That's all I need at my age. Like I don't have the measles. I get this bald head. I got hemorrhoids. Measles. It's gonna be the next thing I'm gonna get.
Oh, cool. We're too.
Yeah. That's just all I need on it. Do you guys follow any of the news this week with the Puff Daddy trial?
I tried to look at a little bit of it, and I heard about it was like a lot of testimony, like from Cassie, right?
Oh yeah,
She was the
Cassie. But my thing was like they were talking about him, and he had this one dude named the Punisher. He would have these words, the Punisher, and then they said he would have kiddie pools, baby oil. I was thinking, imagine having so much sex, you got to start livening it up with nicknames, swimming pool. How do you have that much sex? Right for sex gets boring. You gotta, I would never think. I'd be so happy just to be involved.
I know.
Just to be in the
That's
penetrate
true.
position. I wouldn't need it. You want to pull? No, I'm good. I don't know swimming pools. I'm good.
I'm still happy with the second position.
Anything. I watch other video. I think I'm doing good. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't understand it. It's so good. You have to liven it up with all this other stuff, firecrackers and whatever the fuck he was doing.
Yeah,
I know the Punisher. That's my favorite.
Punisher is
Yeah, the
scary.
Punisher.
They were like, apparently they have like footage of some of the freak offs.
Oh,
They're like,
no.
yeah, there's a person who was like, somebody has to edit them down to show. And it's like,
Yeah.
that man is most definitely committing suicide eventually when his job is over. He's seen too much.
Well, who would you like to be, the guy who edits that or the McGonigal podcast every week? Because that's got a bad job too. That's all podcasts. I mean, just get a podcast guy who's he's seen everything. He's always he doesn't care if he has to edit the.
Yeah, you watch enough podcasts, you're better
Yeah,
you can handle any
you can
party.
watch Diddy Party. But you
point.
know, if that gets out,
Just a
somebody's
job.
going to put that on a streaming service, right? Somebody's going to put that on a
Ooh.
streaming
I
service.
thought we'd do a retro thing and go back to putting it on VHS like the old Pam and Tommy Lee
How cool would
videos
that
or
be?
something.
I would like that. Pass it
How cool would
around.
that be? And then, but if they put it on a streaming, you could have Joe Rogan as one of the commentators, and it would just be awesome. Puff
That'd be
Daddy
nice.
freak off.
Yeah, it's very, very. I'm sure it's very similar to his UFC broadcasts.
Yes. Oh, actually,
Especially with a guy like the
Stephen
Punisher.
A. Smith will get in there somehow because he gets his name and everything. Somehow he got. Yeah, anything, Stephen A. Smith. I turned my pitch right on the other day. Stephen A. Smith's face came on. I said, "What the fuck is this? Dad? How do you get here?" Stephen A. Smith is everywhere.
Did you watch him get killed on Law and Order?
No,
He was on an
I saw
episode.
something. I saw a blurb about that he was on Law and Order.
He was on an episode. He gets killed. I mean, in true black guy in TV fashion, gets killed in the first minute. It's very cliche.
I've been wrong. I thought if I know the actor's name, that's the rape. It was Law and Order.
Well, sometimes. I used to like the original Law and Order. That SVU. I never got that show. I never got SVU. I like the original Joey Orbach.
Yeah, when it's just like murder and like straightforward crime and not devious.
I thought it was a good show, and then they just dragged it out. That using like 23 seasons or something.
Yeah, they're going.
Law and Order.
Yeah, it's absurd, and then people don't even watch regular TV anymore. There's some shut-ins somewhere. Can't reach the remote control, so watching this week.
Plenty of material now. I mean, Diddy.
Oh yeah,
might as well just traumatize.
That's a
I'm sure they'll do
yeah.
another one of the whip from the headline shows that they're doing. They're not boring at all. So I was reading where Michael Anthony, the bass player from Van Halen, he's got his own line of hot sauce. Imagine being in a supermarket and you're not sure what to buy. You know what? It's Michael Anthony hot sauce. Would you buy any food product that had Michael Anthony's name and face? Would that be enticing you?
This is the first time I've heard of him. I know the Van Halen members. Have the last name.
I'm like
Van
familiar,
Halen.
but it's just like I would buy it maybe as like a joke to somebody. So here's the guy from Van Halen's hot sauce. No disrespect, but I don't know what he knows about hot peppers.
Did he not make enough? Because Van Halen was pretty big. Did he not make enough money that he has to for that hot sauce? I mean, a lot of the rock and roll guys, they put out their own brand of whiskey. There's a bunch of them who did that, but hot sauce, I thought that's pretty good. A Michael Anthony hot sauce. I guess if you're a bass player, you don't get the top assignments. You don't get the whiskey and the tequila.
It's true.
You get hot sauce.
Yeah.
You miss out on the reunion
Yeah,
tour.
we got a bunch of horse. Mike, we'll work on your hot sauce. We're gonna have
Exactly.
The bass player from Van Halen is selling hot sauce. I mean, who would buy the hot sauce based on that? Who would make the food choice based on that? I mean, Paul Newman used to have salad dressing.
Yeah.
But he gave all the charity.
Right.
It was a kid's charity. That was I
like
don't know.
Jimmy Buffett.
Oh,
Tequila actually works, but
I would like this.
And Kiss sold everything. Kiss actually sold caskets. The Kiss casket you could buy if you could get yourself buried in.
they're selling measles shots.
There you go. Which is good because most Kiss fans were already dead. The Case was dead years ago. So you could have with Kiss. There's nothing that you can put the Kiss name on. I mean, they had the Kiss name. I think Rat Poison. They marketed their name. There's nothing. Michael Anthony hot sauce. I saw that. And man, if he's selling Sammy Hagar, the former singer, he was selling some kind of a Cabo Wabo.
Yeah, he was selling like booze, right?
What's that?
Get a rum or something.
I think it was. I thought it was a tequila, like
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't rum. Maybe it was
Yeah, he was a partier. Wow.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Maynard James Keenan from Tool Perfect Circle. He's got a vineyard.
See,
I feel like
that's
it goes against like the Tool. It's not very Tool fan. You know what I mean? I feel like it should be like.
Nah, they're old now, so they're
like blackout curtains.
Last time I saw them, we were all sitting at the concert. Yeah, there was a bunch of people when I first saw them.
So he's aging. He's aging with his audience.
Yeah, heavy metal. How would you describe
Yeah,
it?
like
Heavy
a
metal.
progressive metal.
Yeah, okay, progressive metal. Heavy metal. I don't know. I'm so old. I have no idea what that is.
They've been around since the 90s.
Yeah, well, then somehow I
Yeah,
no, I mean, I was listening. I still was listening to music in the '90s. Somehow I missed them. I guess I was listening to some retarded music, and I didn't hear Tool. Yeah,
Well,
I wasn't.
don't worry,
a
there's
Van
plenty of
Halen fan,
retarded music still out
There
there.
you go, actually. Well, David Lee Roth was a golden dude. So I read about this McDonald's where they're going to just employ all robot workers. All the workers are going to be robots. I was thinking it's the first time McDonald's workers have ever had good height. Robot workers. But would you be even it? I think I would enjoy it more.
So it's
I
making
agree.
the food too.
From what I read, all the workers are going to be robots. So I guess it means
I know they have touch screens now. So to order the food,
but
but
the
they're
way-
going to make
way they made it sound is it was all the workers and robots. I'm not 100% sure, but that's where they made this article made it sound. Which I think I'd be more comfortable because you look back and you see some of these workers in fast food. I don't know. I don't know. Some of them look like they just get out of the hole right before the shift. I don't know.
Yeah. They had to so at some point you're going to go and just see a bunch of robots smoking by the dumpster.
Robots making out. Right? Yeah, there you go.
That's true. Yeah, fighting a customer eventually.
Yeah, fighting a customer because they took too much for the salad bar. Absolutely, yeah. No, I would like it more. I think all those Dunkin' Donuts and all of them should just get robot workers. I'd be a lot more comfortable walking in. Some of those places you walk in is, oh boy. I haven't walked into a fast food in years because I'll still go into a Dunkin' Donuts because I'm addicted to the coffee. But there's other places I gave up. I can't walk into these places.
I have a Chinese restaurant near me that does the robot service now.
Wow.
That's one place.
Really?
I want the Asian waitress.
Yeah, really. You want the young Asian girl? Absolutely, you want the young Asian girl. She thinks she likes you, she actually hates you, but still. She's still a young Asian girl.
That works for me even more.
Yeah, being hated by a young Asian girl, I've made a life out of that too. I made a long time hobby out of that. Holy cow! A lot of Asian girls hated me. A whole lot. Not that white girls and black girls didn't hate me too, but I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. I wonder if I look at my watch again. That guy will fall off his chair drinking if I look at my watch again. So there was a report that the government was going to start offering illegal immigrants $1,000 to self-report. I was thinking, if I was an illegal, I'd get an agent and I'd start negotiating up. No, 1,000. You got to give me more than 1,000. I'd start working it.
You're like, I'm an all.
Do I have to prove I'm legal?
Yeah.
I'll take $1,000.
What they're going to do is, but I would negotiate up. But they're starting with 1,000. You can get more.
That's a good point. Face tattoos, be like, I'm an MS-13, a Latin king. I'm gonna wreak havoc on your community if you don't deport me, and I want more than 1,000. Go back. I'm trying to go back to Mexico or in El Salvador in a Tesla or whatever.
Should have a varying scale about how illegal you really are, and then people just to rate themselves. Yeah, just out of curiosity, if it's 1,000 across the board, you know it. I want to see if it's like hitting the fucking mallet. I want to see how high I can get that fucking number.
I was shipped over here by the Mexican Navy, actually.
Yeah, exactly right. They should have paid all the people that Mexican ship, but that never would have happened.
Yeah.
Then again, if we let enough of them drive down the East River, they won't have to sell the boat. They'll be dead and all drowned. So that might be Trump's genius way of getting on top of this immigration problem. If I let the Mexican Navy sail around the muck. that might be the way.
Really, yeah.
But I'm thinking if I was in a there's no way I would take 1,000. I'd have to hold out for more. There's no way 1,000 would not be enough. So we talk about chaos and everything. You see all the problems in Newark Airport this last week. Newark Airport is like the radar is going. Everything's going. That planes just disappear from the radar. Nobody knows what's going on. The planes can't land. The airport in Newark finally caught up with the rest of the city. It's a disaster.
That's been the country for a few months now.
I have said I haven't been on a plane since 2006, and I'm hoping to keep it that way. When I read all these horror stories about the crashes and people fist fighting on planes and arguing with the stewardesses and stuff, I don't need that. I have a boring life. There's nowhere I need to go.
I don't mind that. I see the occasional video of like a guy breaking out a guitar on the plane, and that's what keeps me off. I don't care about the fighting or the kicking the seats.
Or some dummies in bare feet, which is completely disgusting.
Yeah.
On a plane, who would want that?
That's what's killing the movie industry
Oh,
too. They
God.
got the reclining stuff and look over and there's feet.
That bare feet. That you ought to go to Alcatraz. If you're out in public and you get bare feet, put some shoes on. Adults wearing bare feet. What in the world?
Nobody should be that comfortable in public.
Maybe if you're over 5, you're not allowed to have bare feet. You got to put a shoe on. I don't know.
Good rule. If you run on that, I'll vote for you. Actually,
you got to have shoes on. I'm not even crazy about flip flops, but shoes for sure, but bare feet for sure. Good Lord. But yeah, I would. Newark Airport. I mean, not the driving into the bus station Newark is fun either. That's pretty awful too. But the Newark Airport was not bad.
I'd rather be on that Mexican TV show.
You know what? You odds are better one in Mexico. In Alcatraz.
Yeah. I'd rather go for a walk.
In the Newark airport. You see where some crazy stalker tried to crash his way into Jennifer Aniston's house? They ran into the gate outside of her house.
Where were you, Dave?
Just
Just get an alibi. Just kidding.
I was on a break.
But I mean, obviously, at first I thought maybe it was a TV critic. He did enough of all his TV shows. He was done. He was done. He saw some of that morning show and he said, I'm done. But
it's funny that it's a guy in LA being like, "Can I have one of the star maps, please?"
Yeah.
Just get to this car and drive straight into her house.
that is funny. But I mean, if you're Courtney Cox or Lisa Kudrow, you got to be pissed. I mean, how come that we don't get no action? Everybody's going to Jennifer's house. What about us? Nobody likes us. Speaking of
Where was this guy when Matthew Perry did it?
Exactly. And I was speaking about the bad plastic surgery before Courtney Cox. Oh boy.
They both her and Jen. Because I thought they were the hot ones. I mean, Phoebe was cute. Don't get me wrong, but I watched the reunion. Phoebe aged great. She didn't fuck with her face at all.
I don't know about Courtney Cox. I think it's way too much Botox or something. She's whew.
Yeah, I know.
She was really pretty at one time, yeah. But I don't know what the hell happened there. But yeah, some stalkers. I mean, it must be horrible if you're a beautiful actress like that because you got weirdos coming out of the woodwork.
I know.
Trying to get you. Everywhere you go, you gotta be guarded. They said the security got hold of, and I'm thinking Jennifer Aniston has security. Then I thought, well, yeah, she'd have to because there's so many fucking weirdos, so many retards. If you're somebody like, oh, you have to hide that much. That must suck. I mean, okay, she's rich and everything, but geez.
Hopefully you can pay for the damage.
Yeah, I imagine she has enough money
Did
to
he
pay
get into
for
the
it.
house or just go through a gate?
No, he just crashed his car into a gate. He didn't get in. The security gang, and they showed the guy. He was an older guy, and he just left the.
Jennifer Aniston security packet?
Sorry, I was looking for Paul Pelosi.
Yeah.
I had the wrong house. Sorry about that. He gave me the wrong address on Tinder. This is terrible. I was reading about this guy who was being executed by a firing squad.
Fantastic.
And
Great
wait a
start.
minute. They missed. He only ended up getting wounded. Somehow they missed.
Way.
Like they didn't shoot him fatally. He got wounded. How could that happen?
It's South Carolina, right?
I forget exactly.
They got to get deported.
But
They
it's
didn't get off their phone.
Yeah,
How could you- How could you? I mean, did you imagine a 6 or 7 guys and they only wounded the guy? That's absurd.
Was he free now?
I think they're gonna fix. I think they're gonna like nurse him back to health and then try to kill him again. I think that's the plan. But can you imagine how embarrassing that is?
I thought that was the perk of the firing squad. They fuck up.
Exactly.
now.
But
They should let him get to do something.
actually, really, he should get like the parole or something. You're right, or at least a conjugal visit or something. He should get something out of it. How does that? Can you imagine you imagine being called in for your job review if you're one of those guys that shooters? Listen,
I mean, everyone's got to go.
we had one guy and you couldn't kill him. I don't know. He was standing still. He had a blindfold on.
I just want all 6 guys fighting over which one's bullets struck.
I mean,
What a disappointing squad of. Where'd they get him?
Well, there's an old Monty Python skit where that happens. They line up and they shoot, and then the guy goes, "How did you miss?" And one of the guys shoots goes, "He moved."
Do they still do the blindfold and the cigarette?
I think they do the blindfold cigarette. I'm not sure. They had
Let them vape.
Yeah, let him.
the vape. Now he's got a vape. Yeah,
They were
safety
They
first.
couldn't aim because they were wafting cherry flavored display.
But I mean, that's unbelievable. You imagine a poor guy in the prison hospital saying, "We're going to get you back on your feet. We're going to kill you again. We're going to make sure you get the best care in here." You guys will just not even just leave him lay there. Don't even treat him. That's everybody's problem. Look,
Could they just be like, yeah, we let him out for a day.
or just have him Epstein one night. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to. I mean, the Epstein.
Have him raped.
Well,
This guy,
Put him on an island. And then
they just send him to the same prison Epstein was in. He won't be around long. He won't be around much longer.
Stupidity. Eventually, you're gonna have to fight him. The Punisher's gonna come in for a conjugal visit.
Yeah, the Punisher would have got him. That's for sure. I'll tell you that. He wouldn't have got away with that with the Punisher. Well, let me ask you. I have this horrible. Mr. Salty. You guys do the Mr. Salty drunk thing. Get ice cream. I can't.
Oh yeah.
It's a horrible, guilty
great.
pleasure, but it's great. It's it's bad. The hype is awful. It's horrible feelings coming out of trouble, but I can't. Every time I hear that, I gotta get one.
Yes.
Do you have anything like that where you gotta have this addiction?
Nope, I'm a man of no vices.
I'm with you, man. It's the same thing. Ice cream. I mean, I try to. Now that they're coming back around, I haven't been to Europe this year yet. But,
yeah, I been there once so far this year.
But yeah, I'm right there with you. And when it comes to like, let's go like an ice cream shop or something like that.
Yeah, I'm on the 6th floor, so I can't get down at time. But I have Rita's right by me. They got the swirl.
To me, it's just Mr. So like when I go to the supermarket, I don't buy like an ice cream.
Yeah.
But it's just I hear that music, dude, and I think it's a warm summer night. Like, yeah, I get it. Sometimes you'll come down when I'm eating dinner, which is good. So while I'm eating dinner, I can't get it. Which is good. And then when he comes later, and it's like an hour or so after dinner, I'm like, fuck, I gotta get one. I gotta go get one. But do you have anything
Are
like
you
that?
the only adult out there?
You know what? There's actually a couple of other adults, although maybe they might be escorting their kids up in the truck. One time these kids ran ahead of me and the father was yelling at them. They said, no, let them go first. The old man can wait. Let them go first. But is there anything bad like that you just can't stop besides ice cream? Is there anything? I mean, you were talking about this weekend in your bachelor party, so that was
all this Ozempic I've been
it's stupid, right?
I gotta get one. I gotta get something that destroys my life faster than I'm already doing without any substances.
I feel bad talking about it because there's people out there with cocaine addictions and heroin, and I'm talking about I can't stop eating ice cream like some pussy.
I can't stop enjoying my night peacefully.
I know. When did you become a Lifetime character?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, there's people at AA meetings right now on you, motherfucker, fuck, pussy. I talked to you guys before the show about this. I guess I'll bring it up this week. Pete Rose got reinstated. Pete Rose got reinstated in baseball. Of course, they did what I knew they were going to do. They waited until he died. I knew they would do it. I knew they were going to, just to spite him. They did it. You know they did. He purposely waited until the guy died to reinstate him. It's not even a year. He died in September. It's not even a year. And they're like, oh, Pete's back. We like Pete again.
Of course.
And we didn't hear if he got reinstated off of Megan's list from some of the young girls. I'm not sure. He might still not be allowed near Chuck E. Cheese's. His casket isn't allowed near
It could have been like a little league thing where she was lying.
Yeah.
She was giving me under on her age.
Yeah, they waited to it. Don't you think they should have did it while you're still alive? Pete Rose did it.
Yeah. I mean, you bet the under.
No, I think he bet everything. I think he bet that he was going to be back in like a year or something. I think he lost that bet. I don't think he thought they were going to do this.
Liven up his wherever they put his photo in the info. Got to liven it up. Play dice in there or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Some poker chips.
Yeah.
But they did. His black should be sponsored by DraftKings or FanDuel. I think they got a sponsorship on his casket, FanDuel, right on the casket. I'm pretty sure if they didn't, they missed the boat. It would have been. They should have. I say I don't know what they were thinking, but I know there's 3-1 that he's going to rise. I'm not sure, probably not, but that was the one thing going on. You see where you guys are younger than me. You see where the Who announced they were going to retire, the band The Who. You guys don't know Van Halen. You don't know the Who.
I love the Who.
Okay. I mean, they're in their 80s, so I mean, they announced their retirement the first time, 1982. That's actually true. They actually did a farewell tour in 1982. Now, nobody knows whether they should believe this or not.
Yeah.
This is really 3 years later. But I mean, the one guy that they can't hear.
They're pretty old, man.
They're really old.
They might have to retire.
And the Who are proof that rock and roll hall was.
The rock and roll, nothing. They have no standards whatsoever about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They don't care. They let anybody in. I mean, if Phil Spector's in, he killed somebody. They don't care.
The Who, was it the Who? It was someone. It was like Roger Daltrey or something. Didn't he have the full child?
Well, that was Pete Townsend. And he said he was doing research for a project. He was one of the he was helping research for a project. And that's what you do. You do. he was trying to help law enforcement or something, because that's who law enforcement goes to for help.
Yes.
Yeah, the guy who wrote Squeezebox.
Yeah.
They go, let's get him to
Yeah,
help us
we-
with the child porn.
We go
So
to the Who for child porn. We go to Van Halen for hot sauce.
yeah, there's no question.
I like that. Yeah,
That's who
people
the
need to stay in
FBI.
their lane, right?
That's who Scotland Yard. He said it was something to do with Scotland Yard. He was helping, and somehow he didn't get charged. So maybe he was telling the truth. It sounds insane. But you're right about
Yeah,
the
This
locker.
computer was a teenage wasteland.
Wow.
Bang, bang,
Great.
bang.
Very nice, Dave. Thank you.
But
I'm sorry, I apologize.
yeah, you're right. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has no standards whatsoever. I mean, Elvis moved his wife. She was 14. He moved her into his house, and he was like one of the. He was in the inaugural class. And Jerry Lee Lewis married his own 14-year-old cousin. Chuck Berry got in trouble for underage girls. So yeah, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They don't.
Bowie's wife 17. Wasn't Bowie's wife 17 when he married her?
Wouldn't surprise
Yeah.
me. It would. Mackenzie Phillips claimed that Mick Jagger had sex with her when she was 14 or 15 or something like that. I don't know.
Jeez
She wrote it in the
Louise.
book. So I mean, everything goes. The
Kinda
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Doubles as the pedophile Hall of Fame as well.
Yeah, I think they're going to next year. They're going to induct
Just,
Jeffrey Epstein into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame
Yeah, but sometimes
as a
you just-
contributor. As a contributor, I
I'm
think.
afraid body of work sometimes factors into how I'm willing to forgive someone.
There you go. Well, we did just about an hour. Did we do just about an hour, Jim? We did just about an hour. So I want to thank you guys. This was a great episode. To move
We don't
fast.
end on me forgiving pedophiles.
That's the perfect ending for the McGonigal podcast.
Yeah.
This stupid podcast, I can't think of a better ending just than to say he's fucking retarded like that. I can't think of a better ending. I can't think of a better ending. But I want to thank you guys for coming on. Dave, do you have anything to plug? Charles will be once again on Tires. He was on season 1. He'll be on season 2. Any stand up to plug? Or plug it?
no stand up at the moment coming up, but I mean, if Dave or Ed or just follow them, they're hilarious stand ups, and I always
And-
enjoy watching
and-
them. So
and follow-
if they have a show, go see
Follow
them.
the Blizzard on Twitter.
Yep,
There,
that's right.
there you go. And
Thank you. Ed.
yeah, so Charles up is May 29th. I'll be at the Comedy Works Georgines in Bristol, Pennsylvania.
Nice.
June 7th, I'll be at the Penns Grove VFW in Penns Grove, New Jersey. Good gig, VFW.
That is
Salute.
Nice.
Thank me for my service, but I will come there. Hey, I bombed at so many VFWs. I'm eligible for Arlington National Cemetery. I don't know if you know that. But yeah,
Grab one of those guys. They
May
love those.
May 29th and June 7th. And, just check me out on all the socials. Dave Primiano, Charles Blizz. Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Hope you guys will come back.
Thank you
See
very
you in the
much.
next dumb episode.